The future role of electrification in zero carbon aviation is very much a talking point here at Farnborough International Airshow 2024. I'm joined by Julian Thomas, Engineering Director at TT Electronics, to tell us about some of the challenges and opportunities there. Julian, thank you so much for joining us. Tell us a bit more about what TT Electronics does and about your presence here at Farnborough International Airshow this year.
Of course, so TT Electronics specialise in developing electronics for rugged environments like aerospace and defence. We do everything from the smallest resistors up to complex electronic hardware and sub-assemblies. So this year we're displaying some of our power electronics products as well as some of our cable harnesses and some of our resistors. We also have some of our magnetics, and we have quite a wide range of magnetic component capability within our group.
So as we talk about electrification, talk to me about some of the challenges as we start to enter more harsh environments, higher altitudes when it comes to the electrics within the craft.
Yeah, well, it really is a big technical challenge. So for the electrification, currently we've mostly been 15,000 feet or below, because mostly what we've been looking at is urban air transport. As we go into the next generation of more electric aircraft, we need to consider what is the impact of these same electronics operating at high altitude. In order to achieve some of the objectives of those aircraft, we need to operate at higher voltages. Those higher voltages lead to breakdown at altitude, and this is a technical challenge that we at TT have been working hard over the last few years to resolve, and we have a number of programs both coming to completion now, which we're very proud to be able to launch this year, and things that we're still working on in technology developments over the coming years.
And as far as the electronics part is concerned, of course that is bread and butter. That's part and parcel of what TT Electronics has done for a long time for many stakeholders in the industry, isn't it?
Absolutely. We work with many of the leading companies in the industry, and we've been partnered with some of those in the technology developments that we've been doing, as well as closely with universities, where we can pull forward some of the technologies that they've been developing over a number of years through Clean Sky and Clean Sky 2 programs, and actually bring those into the industry and into our products. And we're really pleased to be able to launch those this year within our altitude DC technology developments.
And another one of your key messages here for visitors to your booth is all about vertically integrated manufacturing. Tell me more about that.
So I mentioned earlier that TT, we have a broad range of capability, and we can really able to leverage that by developing from everything that we use within our converters down to the smallest resistors. We can do the connectors, and there are technical challenges that equate to each other in all of these steps. So we're able to, through that vertical integration with the magnetics, the connectors, the power electronics, and the PCBA, we can pull all of that together, because the system's only as good as its weakest link, and we're in a fairly unique position to pull all of that together.
And just taking a step backwards from that in terms of vertical integration, ensuring that the industry is integrated as a whole. It's great having all of these new different types of craft over the next 10, 15, 20 years, but unless the infrastructure is there to support them, then it's just not going to work, is it? That's
absolutely right. With all of these electrification programs that are ongoing, to reach our 2050 zero carbon emissions targets, we need to invest heavily, not just in the technologies that we're pulling forward with our partners, both in customers and supply, but also in the broader supply chain. Everything, the infrastructure to do the charging, the infrastructure at the airports for the different fuel types that we're now looking at in these types of aircraft. All of that needs a lot of development work, which costs a lot of money and takes a lot of time. Fortunately, we've been very lucky that we have a very strong partnership with both customers and our suppliers to help do that. But we do, of course, need the broader infrastructure to develop, and that's absolutely critical to the success for electrification of the aviation industry.
It's the power of partnerships, the power of collaboration, surely is the only way that this is all going to work together over the next decade or two. Listen, we're out of time for now, but Julian, thank you so much for joining us here at this year's show. All the best.
It's a pleasure, thank you.